What's up, guys? Today I'm gonna be teaching you how to make a distorted OSAMASON slash like some sort of like Chief Keef glow type shit. This is a beat I made, but I felt like this would be a good beat to break down, so I'm gonna show you guys how to make this shit. So if you felt with the preview, then let's get straight into it. Alright, first I started off with this brass melody, which sounds like this. Pretty much when making this melody, I just created this chord progression with these root notes here. And then I stacked them on top of each other so it would be more triumphant. And then I added this top melody on the top of this. Then I added a piano to the melody, which sounds like this. When I made this piano melody, I pretty much just wanted to add more energy to the beat and add some more high end, which is why I've used a lot of high notes. Moving on, I added this church organ, which sounds like this. Church organs are used a lot in like Beethoven type beats, so I decided to just chuck this in here, and I'm pretty much just playing the chord progression. Then I added this bass. This is the preset I use, which is the Echoes bass from Florence's Mayhem Serum Bank. And it has like a sort of vocal effect to it, which sounds really cool. During the verses, I swapped out the trumpets for this pad, which is from Synthetics Adapt to Volume 3 Serum Bank called Skies. And it sounds like this. Alright, finally for this melody, I added this lead synth, which is from Serum. It's from Florence's Noise Serum Bank, and the lead is called V-Lone, and it sounds like this. Adds a crazy amount of high end to it, like it's almost piercing your ears, but with the distorted bass, like it stands out a lot. So altogether, I added this Portal preset on the top of it. It's called Tron. It's from this Mirrors Portal Bank. Can't remember who it's from, but if you search it up, it might come up. With that Portal preset, it sounds like this. And the part with the pad sounds like this. The Portal preset, if I just play it with, for example, the piano melody by itself, you can kind of hear the difference with and without it. Alright, moving on to the drums, I feel like the drums on this beat are pretty simple. I've got just 808 snares, claps, and all that. So we'll start off with the hi-hats, which I just used a 16th step repeating pattern, which sounds like this. So basically, on the channel rack, you just want to drag your mouse along like this on the hi-hats. Then you want to go into the piano roll and just sort of mess around, add some rolls like I've done here. Change the pitch for some of them. It's pretty simple. Just, you don't want to go too crazy because the melody and the 808 mostly stand out for these kinds of beats. Then I layered a snare and a clap together. These are the sounds. I layered them on top of each other, so together they sound like this. That's a pretty basic pattern, which is, you know, used a lot in glow beats. You can have them on the offbeat, doing these double hits right here. Pretty common as well, so I just messed around with the velocities as well. Moving on, I added these open hats. Pretty much just repeats every 2 bars, the same pattern. And then lastly, I added this, well, the infamous Z chant. Finally, we're moving on to the 808. The 808 I use for this beat is called the Move 808 from, I think it's Filthy's drum kit. And basically, I just turn the velocity up, and this is the first pattern. With these OSAMASON type beats, you tend to want to have multiple 808 patterns. This first one is just got short hits, which leave a lot of room for the beat. So then when the second 808 pattern hits, it hits 10 times harder because it's got these long sustained notes, which sound like this. Pretty much, it's a pretty normal 808 pattern, except I've added like some 808 rolls, messed around with the velocities, and like cut off some notes. I've also added these 808 slides right here. Pretty much it all just adds energy to the beat and like makes it more interesting for the listener. So altogether, this is what the drums sound like. Alright, finally, to get that like distorted feel that are in a lot of like We're Gonna Be Okay and OSAMASON type beats, what you want to do is add a limiter, turn down all of these envelope knobs right here, slightly turn up the gain, get a fruity soft clipper and get it a straight line like this is, but don't turn the post up all the way. And then you can add fruity blood overdrive. I haven't used it here, but it does make it more distorted. But in my case, I felt like it wasn't really needed for this beat. You pretty much just want to have a distorted 808 that's just clipping the fuck out of the beat. And once you got all that, the beat should sound like this.
Murcielago.